Hello everyone, good afternoon. It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon right here, and this is Temitope Emo, the convener of True Talk with Temitope. Welcome to another edition. It is a special edition because we are remembering someone dear to my heart, someone dear to my family. Today is actually the 30th remembrance of my mom, and today it's a little emotional for us, right? But we want to talk about how special she is, and just to talk about how we've been able to cover some of the gaps that we've experienced over the years. So you'll be seeing a lot of my family members, and we'll be talking through our experiences. So please join me on this, okay? All right, promises you would learn a lot apart from hearing our story. Thank you so much.
What do I remember about my mom? I'll say nothing. I was 8 months when she passed away, so basically I was a baby. I didn't know her actually. I didn't know her. I had no memories. Just what people told me about her as I grew up. So what we had from our siblings, my dad's people, my grandma, village people when we went to the village. Those are the stuff I know about her. But personally, I have no memories about her. Okay, yes, everybody always said, oh, she was nice, gentle. But as I grew up, you cannot even know what people thought her because, well, nobody wants to talk ill about the death. But at least one consistent thing is they said something good about her. I feel if you're a terrible person, at least there'll be one person that will say something bad about you. So on the surface, I want to assume that she was a very good person. She was a good wife. Okay, of course, for my dad also, there's been testimonies that okay, she's a good person. She was a good wife. She was gentle, and those are good things about her. What do I miss about her? Personally, I'll come back to personally. I won't say I miss so much about her based on the fact that I didn't know her. But I will talk on the role of motherhood, a role of mother in a child's life. Of course, I miss all of that. When I was growing up, I didn't really know the difference. Basically, I was just a child on my own. I didn't know how important moms are to children. But as I grew up, and even as I grew up and I see part of my friends or people around, and I see moms and see what they do, with their kids, even see my sisters with their kids, and I just get to see the importance of moms in children's life. So I will say I miss, probably not her, but I miss having to grow up on my own and not having a model figure, basically someone that I could. Although there are people that stood in line, and I can't neglect that part, which I will still get to. But I would say, but I miss having a role of a mom in my life, not basically her per se. Well, from what I've heard about her, I knew if she was alive till now, she would have done a really good job, because for the short while, I think she and my dad were married for 6 years before she passed. She did a great job. So I know she would have done a much more wonderful job if she were here, and of course I would have appreciated her more if she was here. So if she were here, I'm sure I'll just keep on appreciating her, basically.
I remember one time she was cooking and she had taken the spoon to test it, and I went to say I wanted to, and she took the spoon into the pot, the hot spoon I used to burn my hand in, and then I screamed, and then she said she did that for a purpose so that I would not be begging for things. So I have very faint memories of her, really. One time she told me not to eat the peeling pineapple. She told me not to eat it, and I went to eat the back, and the thing really scratched my tongue. Those are the experiences. So the experiences I have of her, I think I have a faint memory of her in Tope's birthday when we had one white rug that Daddy bought when we traveled out. I think that what happened, and somebody spilled something. It's a very, very faint memory, basically. So I wouldn't know what to say to her if she was here, because I have an idea of what I think things would be, but then I don't know the reality of what things would have been. That's the honest truth. So really, I don't know what to say to her if she was here. But sorry, excuse me to say one thing. She was not here, but yeah, I'm thankful to the people that have stood in. But most importantly, I'm thankful to my dad. And not because he's standing here, by the way, but yeah, he can't know it all. I'm very sure about that. He's a man, so he can't be a mother and a man at the same time. But as much as he could, he did, and I'm very grateful for that. About people that have been there, my grandmother, I mentioned that my daddy's sisters, they were there, stepped in from time to time. My mom's elder sister, by the way, she stepped in, not particularly stepped in, but yeah, when I was of age and I needed to talk to somebody about relationships, not like I really talked to her, but I need to cry to someone at times. I could call her and cry to her and she would pray along with me. And then now that I have children, maybe this is selfish, but yeah, I hear people say drop their kids with their mom. I wish I had a mother I can drop my children with. Yes, I wish I had a mother that can just step in, like swoop in, like I can just acquire her, even though I'm not the only child. Yeah, but another person I'm very thankful for is my mother-in-law. Yeah, she also stepped in. She says I'm her last born. She kind of adopted me in a way.
I couldn't even tell if your shoes were yellow or if the sun had painted everything the same. No.
We got married in 1983, precisely April 1983. And we lived together for about 6 years, 6 memorable years. My wife had all the attributes of a virtuous woman. She was very gentle, peaceful, and she likes seeing me very happy all the time. During this short period, she impacted positively in my life. She made me a better person. Not necessarily by shouting on me, but by understanding me, making out the positive side of me. She's a loving mother to the children, very loving mother. Took care of her children. Her Christian life was exemplary. She was a prayer warrior, and I cannot remember any weekend any Sunday that she doesn't go to the church with the children. What I miss most about her is her companionship. She's a great helper, an exemplary love, never nagging, and for her simplicity. My appreciation goes to my friends in Benin. Then I was in Benin working with NMPC. Those who stood by me. I can remember specifically one Mrs. Adetonwa. She was there for us. My appreciation to go to members of my family and her family too. But I can single somebody out, which is my mother, my mother. When I relocated to Lagos, I couldn't cope, so they were staying with her and schooling in Ilorin. But above all, my appreciation goes to God for seeing us through the hard times. Difficult times we had, periods that I wish he was there, especially when his children are going to school, and during normal visitations, you expect both parents to be there for their children, Those are the period I wish he was there. And I also wish he was there when they gained admission, when they graduated, and when they got married. And of course, when our children give birth to children, my own grandchildren, actually she really left a vacuum that cannot be filled in our lives, both in my life and the children's life.
Okay, so I would like to read some parts of this diary, because I said there was this diary that made me understand the depth. Because I remember when we were going for the burial, I remember when the incident happened, and everybody was just crying, the neighbors were just rushing to the house, and then we went for the burial, and it was just like a festival of tears, we were just crying. I don't think I cried, but I was just wondering, why is everybody wailing and all that? I just didn't understand. So let's just read a bit from this. That's my dad's diary, and it just gives me an insight into what happened during that time, and the pain, the brokenness that the family had to go through during that period. And the truth is, nobody should go through that experience. No family should go through that experience. It can be very harrowing, So I transported myself when I was reading the diary, and the incident happened on 17th of August. Yeah. So Idowu's death is the greatest loss and shock I will ever experience. Here is a woman who loved me beyond description. She was full of the future, cherished her family, and was full of dreams of her old age. She was very simple and can hardly be annoyed. I can hardly find words to describe her. Definitely, she was a woman in millions and millions. She has no peer in good behavior. My other half has left me. I wonder what the future will be without her. That just gives me a feeling that she was a good person. Not just because people have said it. A lot of people have come to meet me and they told me things about her. Till tomorrow when her sister talks about her, she still cries. And I'm wondering, it's 30 years already. Why do you still cry? And those are the people that knew her, that had a relationship with her, who understood the kind of nature that she had. Very calm. I'm not really a calm person, but I'm trying to emulate those characteristics. So what happened really after that incident is because I said we were really small and we just didn't know what happened. But because my daddy documented some of these things, it just gives us a mind into what happened. And then briefly he talked about how we were asking him about our mom, how the atmosphere was, how he had to do things on his own, how he had to prepare us for school, how, a lot of things here that I can't really go through. But it was really a harrowing experience. And really for me, I would say that I miss her. Honestly, I do. Yeah, I miss her. Sometimes I do things a bit different, maybe would have turned out. But God, I keep saying that God just stood in the gap. We turned out well. I wouldn't say because I didn't have my mom there, I took some very rash decision. No. There was always guidance. There was always guidance every step of the way. And my dad is still the best. Honestly, he has done so well. At no point in time will I say that he abandoned us. He defended us all through the way. Even though he's not a very mushy kind of person that would say I love you and hug you and all of that. But you can see from every decision that he makes that no, I have the best interest of these children. Like that. So, what would I love to say to her finally as I wrap up this video? I would say that when they say God is the father to the fatherless, yeah. And they say sometimes when one parent is not around, will say, Masu. Say Masu, wà láyé o. Yeah, sometimes you just get a sense when I was going on, get a sense that maybe someone is watching over you and it's whispering into your ear, don't make that decision. This choice is going to hurt you, that decision is going to harm you. So yeah, God has been faithful, He's shown Himself strong. And my prayer really is that this is the beginning of the best in the name of Jesus. We would never have a better yesterday. And we will always have reasons to thank God every single day. And testimonies will never cease in our lives. In Jesus' name. Amen.
That's true. We're not emotional in our house. We're not mushy in our house. Everybody likes to form strong. We're strong. Yeah, that's true. But we're not emotional. We're not mushy. Everybody creates a strong force. So to the people out there that people are not strong, but perhaps deep down everybody's emotional in their own way.
Yeah. So what do you want to hear?
We're not mushy. This doesn't happen on a regular.
It would happen. Yes.
Because we have nobody has left for 20 years.
Pretend that it happens.